Rightio, it's been about 7 hours. Ooh. The whole house smells of beef broth. It's got a lot of fat on the top, and you skim that off later, so that's no problems. You can see all the meat's now coming off the bones. You can eat the meat, it's just it doesn't have that much goodness left in it. It's all in the broth itself. Some people keep the fat and use it for doing roasts. But otherwise, it's pretty good. And it's still going to keep going for at least another 24 hours or more. So there you go. And I'll come back again in a day. Okay, this is an update on my broth. It's 23 hours now. I put it on at 11 o'clock yesterday morning. So the house really smells of bone broth. Yeah, you can see all the meat has come off and we're left with bones. I've taken out a good plate full of fat and bits of meat that's come off. You can see, and I threw in a couple of extra bones for the last 24 hours to go. So yeah, I'll just do it for 48 hours. You can go up to 72. But yeah, that's all it is. And it just bubbles away nicely right through the night. You don't have to add anything to it. Never add water to it because it'll just weaken your collagen. Keep it on low, and that's it. When I strain it and everything, I'll show you how you go from there. Okay, we're back. I've got to work out how many hours it's been. 11 o'clock yesterday morning. It is now 6:30 the following day. So what would that be? Okay, that's enough for me. I'm bloody tired. I'm going, look at that. That bone just broke right in half. That's how withered down it is. Look at that. Can you see that? It's all funny shape. It's all falling apart. So I decided that'll do it. It's been like 30 hours, so I'm going to get all of the solid stuff out. Now, don't worry if you think that putting the vinegar in this will give it a vinegar flavour. It doesn't. You can't taste it at all because the beef is so overpowering anyway. Look at that. The bone is just so withered away. Look at all the steam coming off that. That it's been eating into the bone, and that means that all the minerals have been leached out into the lovely broth. Here, I'll show you that. I don't know if you can see that. Little dots all through it. It's just been eating away at it. I could keep going another 10 hours or so. But it'll just continue to get more minerals out of it. So if the cows have been eating the grass that has grown in the soil where all the minerals are, then you definitely have a lot of beautiful minerals in here. Now, if you are a sick person, serious sickness, you know, like cancer or something, this stuff is amazing. It's been around for, you know, thousands of years, because the old bone broth is what your great-great-grandmother would have made every time a member of her family got sick. And it was just bones. So, yeah, they just made it up for them, and that person would recover so well, so quickly, from all the goodness that's in this. I'll come back once it's all pulled out. Alright, I've got my trusty jar that I always put my bone broth in. Okay, and I just use a cup. This is a good way of straining the last dredges out. That's in the bottom. That's a mixture of things. That's bits of old parsley and stuff. Remember, I put all that in there. Now, there's a lot of fat in this, so what will happen is, like I said before, it will settle. The fat will rise to the top and become solid as it cools, and you just scoop it out. And what you're left with is all the goodness. Okay, now this is how much that one batch made. It's quite a lot. So I just leave this. Normally you leave it for like 4 to 6 hours, and it'll become solid on top. In my case, I will be asleep, so I'll leave it till morning. I'll just cover this with a tea towel, and in the morning I shall show you how it's come out, yeah, with all the fat on top. Okay, bye. Hi everybody, we're back. Okay, it's in the morning now. As you can see, the fat has risen to the top and settled and solidified, and all the goodness is in the bottom. Isn't nature wonderful? It's all done for me. That's all you got to do is skim it off, throw it away. You can use it if you want as lard. For doing a roast or something, whatever you like. The minerals in this, excuse me, it yields calcium, magnesium, sodium, phosphorus, potassium, sulfur and silicon. When it does that, and you take this stuff, what you're putting in yourself is so much goodness back into your body where it should be. You have phosphorus. You need that for your teeth, along with the calcium. It will help you with your tooth enamel and your jawbone, which keeps your teeth in solidly in your jawbone. The phosphorus, it also heals your teeth. Okay, so if you've got holes in your teeth, you can take this stuff, right, daily. Just a glass a day will be heaps. You put about 2 tablespoons, 2 or 3, into a glass, add hot water, give it a mix, and not boiling water, just warm enough for you to drink, and give it a stir and drink it. It also has potassium. That's for your heart function. It's really, really needed for your heart. It also gives you smooth muscle contraction. What else? You need smooth muscle contraction for your heart and for when you're moving about. Also for your digestive system, when you've got a sluggish digestive system, this stuff is great because then it moves things down and out of your colon, because that's all muscle. It's got to move it down. It's like a snake. It's all muscle. To move, he's got to have good muscle contraction. Okay. Let me see. Sodium. Sodium also helps your muscles work well. And sulfur, it's for your muscles, your skin, and your bone. It's essential to make up amino acids used to make protein, for hormones, tissues, cells, what else? Antibodies. It's really important. Silicone is for connective tissue and for the skin. So it's also for strengthening your hair and your nails. It aids the immune system as well, which is really, really important when it comes to fibromyalgia. Our immune systems are shot to pieces. So this is why they give this for the past over 1,000 years to very sick people. It boosts their immune system so that you can fight off whatever you had. You know, if you had any of those horrible dreaded diseases that we don't get anymore, like smallpox and things like that. So all I got to do now is put this in the fridge and it'll become gelatinous. And then I can freeze half of this. I'll keep the other half in the fridge and have it each day. You can add it to your soups, your gravies and stuff. Just don't, use it as stock. Just don't boil it if you want to keep your collagen that's in it. Yeah, silicone. Okay, that's all you have to do. It's easily taken off. A little bit of fat is fine. It's animal fat. Your body can process that and get rid of it. No problem. So there you go. Easy peasy. That's quite a lot for one person. Okay. Thanks for watching, everybody. Get well soon.